stream time, and guess what I'm doing? I'm streaming. Fancy that. I'm playing Against the Storm because I love this game a lot. Anyway, we found an event on the world map. It's called Obsidian Loremaster, which apparently is a giant turtle? Or maybe it's the harpy studying the giant turtle? I don't know. It says this royal lore master was clearly sent here to locate something important to the crown. After a few hours of trying, you convinced him there's no power in this world that would pry any clue about his goal from him. He has connections though, and is willing to pay for your help. So I can help him if I complete 2 Forbidden Glade events during my game. He will give me 20 vegetables and 10 planks for the rest of the cycle, which is a huge boon. So I'm very eager to do that. I've already got some pretty nice boons already. Packs of provisions, some grain, 2 extra people. All that helps out a lot in the early game. But, yeah. This will be a wee bit difficult. I'm not even sure where I am. Scarlet Orchard it looks like. That's fine. Interesting. There's archaeological digs here, which is very curious. Uh, So, if I'm gonna be going straight to Forbidden Glades, I have some choices to make. And none of them are fun. Normally for Forbidden Glades you need, like, a lot of endgame stuff, like tools, a lot of rainwater, luxury goods are a big thing, an excessive amount of food. So what I'm gonna bring is a good question. I'm tempted to go with the scroll delivery line right now. It's relatively cheap. The most important... Ooh, maybe the incense delivery line if I'm going with humans and lizards. That sounds smarter. But anyway, it's relatively cheap cost, and having a lot of a luxury resource, whatever it is, can solve a lot of tough events. And some orders, to be fair. I would love to just do my usual go with a farm and nonsense like that, but I can't. I've only got 6 embarkation points this far out. So, one must make sacrifices. So, I'm going to switch it up just a little. I'm going to take the incense delivery line. We start with 10, which is a very healthy number. Could start with 13, which might be excessive, but could also be nice. It's a tough choice. I do like getting extra food just because it gives me way more time to get up complex stuff before we start having to devote a lot of resources to it. The wood can also make things start up a lot faster. And more villagers tends to be also good. It will almost undoubtedly reveal my 3rd race before the game even starts, which has some value to it. It does mean we go through our food a lot faster, but... Well, not a lot faster, just a little bit faster. You know what? Whatever. This is not my standard start, but it's fine, probably. So anyway, 2 Forbidden Glades is going to be tough. Not because, well, Forbidden Glades are, like, impossible, though they can be, like, game-losing if you get a bad one that you're not prepared for. But, the problem is getting to a Forbidden Glade and then, like, doing 2 of them, like, you're never really ready for them until the game is about to end. And so getting 2 of them done, like, I'm probably more in danger of winning the game before I'm ready than anything else. But, maybe that's a massive amount of hubris and I'll eat my words. We'll see. Anyway, let's see what our forest mysteries are. Forest offerings, dangerous and forbidden glade events get you 30 random raw food. That can be a very nice bonus if we finish it during drizzle. Creeping Shadows, discovering a glade decreases global resolve by 10, so no opening glades during the storm. Gathering speed reduced by half during the storm, sucks, hopefully not the end of the world. Water vanishes during the storm, could be worse certainly. And Cloudburst. Ooh, this is rough. Everybody in the settlement will ask for a single coat at Hostility 4, and if you can't provide them, Global Resolve will be reduced by 6 for 2 minutes, which is half the storm, and 6 is a lot. That can be very, very rough, depending on where you are. And with all these extra people, I might run into hostility issues. So that is something to keep in mind, but first things first, we must search out forbidden glades. And hopefully we find 2 right next to each other, and here's 2 right next to each other. Well, maybe I'll just go that way, and that'll be it. That's kind of isolated. It's extraordinarily isolated, actually. That one is relatively isolated. Just the 4, huh? Okay, so yeah, if I have to do 2 Forbidden Glades, it's going to be these 2. They're right next to each other, so I don't have to cut down the entirety of the forest just to get there. Which means I'll need to definitely cut through these 2 glades, and I'll basically be going diagonally this way, which is terrible from an aesthetic standpoint, but I'll deal with it. Anyway, let's put down some woodcutter camps. We have the archaeologist's office, that's fun, and yeah, let's see if I can get a farm, because we started with some fertile ground, which is a nice surprise. Well, this is almost certainly the furnace. We don't have any foxes, so I don't need crystallized dew. 3-star bricks are nice and all, but there's better things to get. But with the furnace, I got access to copper bars, which is amazing because the trees drop copper ore. Bricks, 2-star bricks, which is great because you need 2-star building materials, and pie, which is great because humans and lizards eat pie. This is a great first pick. I am very happy for that. Ooh, the greenhouse. Ooh, that is definitely that is maybe the best fertile ground food producer in the game if you have access to a Drizzle Geyser. Without one, it's a little rough to get going, and you're not guaranteed to find one, and without foxes, we don't know where the nearest geyser is, or even if it's Drizzle, so this relies on a bit of luck. There is a higher chance that small glades will have a Drizzle Geyser, so I could, like, pop these open to maybe find them. It's a bit of a risk taking it. But nothing else is like essential. The weaver would be excellent given that I need coats, and so making my fabric stretch out as far as it can would be very helpful. Oh, I don't know. It's hard not to pick the greenhouse, just like cross your fingers, hope you get lucky sort of deal. Let's go for it. And the small farm pops up. Ooh, but we also got the granary, which is great. 2-star fabric, 2-star pickled goods. Both of them will be extremely helpful throughout this game. 2-star packs of grop will also be pretty useful, maybe, if we get a farm. If we go with just greenhouses, I won't be using a farm at all. But, still. I've definitely had worse starts, that's for sure. No plank production, which can be a little bit of a problem, but, well, hopefully we'll find a way to deal with it. hopefully we get an order we can like complete immediately. That would be that'd be very, very helpful. And if not, we're just gonna have to be sad about it, I guess, more or less. Really no point in putting down a greenhouse or a farm field until I have some way of making use of it. It's a little too early for a dangerous glade. I'm gonna just hope I get orders to open up 5 glades. And we'll go from there. Alright, so for the moment we only want to make planks. Set it to make 20. Really would love more space here at the moment. Yeah, can we actually focus on this area for wood cutting? So I would like to get these buildings behind the warehouse, if possible. Alright, our first cornerstone is questionable. A guild catalog's great for later when you have a ton of money. Friendly relations is fine. It's added retroactively, so there's no reason to take it now while it does nothing. Filling dish would be okay if I had foxes and humans, but right now only humans like it, and I don't have any water to turn into porridge anyway, so it's not particularly useful. There is the matter of steel pickaxes, though. I have some stones in my starting glade. Stones are native to this map, and every time you hit a stone deposit, it, you know, goes from 1 to 3, so it's tripling all gathered stone resources. This gets you an absolute ridiculous amount of stone. It's very strong. So I probably shouldn't turn my nose up at it, even if it's not the strongest cornerstone I could be picking up right now. Get that going. We'll get some lizards collecting eggs. No reason not to put them on there. I doubt we'll get a plus to egg cornerstone anytime soon. So, yeah. Orders are up. It could be smart for me to sit on this for a second until I have an okay amount of planks in my inventory, because that way I could get up some small shelters and a park just in case we get speedy real estate. That would be wise. And it's, you know, smart to sit on it just for a bit so you don't, you know, don't completely waste a timed order you could have otherwise done if you had waited until you got a few buildings down. All you needed was a few buildings, and you couldn't do it. You just couldn't do it. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for a bunch of planks to get finished, and yeah, nothing to do but speed up time and watch everybody get to work. Once the no building materials thing goes away, I'll know the planks have been delivered. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit back and take a sip of water. Delish. Alright. Year 1 clearance. Not exactly an incredible milestone, but it is where we're at. Need to get those 2 up soon-ish. How are we doing on planks? We've got 10 of them, which is underwhelming, but what do you expect from a crude workstation? Not a lot. 2 big shelters take 12, and that's all I really need for 2 big shelters. I do have to account for some of them being stuck in the production here. But, I don't know. It's probably fine. I do kind of want to wait till the storm nears to do the orders now, because there are orders that say, hey, do a dangerous glade in rapid order, and it's very helpful to, it's very helpful to be able to do that, do the dangerous glades during drizzle, where you're less worried about resolve. Anyway, we got the planks. Let's open these orders. What do we have? Relics. This would be a lot easier than 3 packs to complete. Problem is that this is the Scarlet Orchard, and relics actually give hostility reductions at some point, so I'd rather not give them up. So I guess we're taking 3 packs and not doing that for a while. Camps is good. I have good brick production. I already have a stonecutter's camp. This will happen pretty naturally by itself, so pretty happy with that. Finally, we have problem solver or booming economy. Complete glade events. The rewards for both of these are very much meh. So I guess I'll take the tools, which are very slightly more important. Alright, so no speedy real estate, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world either. A little worrisome I haven't gotten up either of my production buildings yet, but I guess that's just something we're gonna have to deal with. I forget, do the trees drop plant fibers? Yeah, but barely. I'm probably gonna have to find myself a reed field or 2 if I actually want to get an appreciable amount of fabric going. Where's all my humans? Right, I put them in the workstation, which I guess is fine. You go in the granary, start making cloth with whatever we've got. And, who can I make build? Don't really need the food right now, so I guess this lizard is fine. Might have to cut down to, might have to cut woodcutters during the storm, depending on how the lizards are holding up. Though, with the pickled goods still running, we should be fine for a while. But probably not the entire storm. So, thinking I probably want to queue up a couple of lizard houses. Get them happy. What's wrong? We're capped on planks. That's a shock. Like, there's so much to build with planks. Like, there's 8 that hasn't been delivered. Go deliver them. Go do that. Alright. Storms hit. I should be getting a trading post down relatively soon. So that we can, you know, buy a solution to the dangerous glades we're going to pop into. Boy, for having 13 people, this feels like an oddly slow start. Maybe I'm just whiny. Maybe this is a perfectly fine start and I shouldn't be complaining about it too much. We'll need beaver and human houses as well. Getting housing up isn't a big deal right now. The only thing it really does is give us some resolve for the people who have houses, which is great and all, don't get me wrong. You definitely want everybody happy so they don't leave during the storm, but yeah, we seem to be okay. Resolve dropping because we're running out of pickled goods, but I didn't expect that bonus to last past year 1 either, so whatever. Alright. Would love woodcutting to be a touch faster, but like 2 camps is already kind of pushing it. So I guess I'm just gonna speed things up. Wow, the beavers are more upset than I expected them to be. Let's get down a beaver house then. If they're gonna be this persnickety. What's your deal? Just hostility, huh? Fair enough. This is an interesting question. We already have like copper bar production, so the pipes aren't like as essential as they tend to be when they come into here. It's like, ooh, something metallic I can get. I mean, no, 1 more humans at some point. I think just 2 lizards is fine right now, though. It's not going to be that upsetting. Or maybe it will be that upsetting. Maybe the lizards will freak out and hate life. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe that's a bad thing. I'm sure they'll be fine, though. What's the worst that could happen? They'll get huffy and leave, and I get hanged for being a terrible viceroy? What are the odds? Terrible. The odds are terrible. I'm fine. We're all fine here. Trading post there is fine enough. I'll accept it. This lacks bricks and fabric. I suspect the only issue with both of those materials is that none of them have been delivered by now. No, we actually don't have enough bricks, so let's get a couple of lizards in here. That'll boost our brick production and make them happier because the furnace is nice and warm and the lizards like warm places because they're cold-blooded. In the, you know, biological sense, not the, oh, they're so evil sense. Or maybe they're evil, I don't know. Anyway. So slightly risky marking that glade for opening during the storm, but you know, I'm not gonna say I knew it wouldn't open up, but I don't know, I had a sense that it was gonna take longer than that. Hello. Interesting. I have nothing but small gatherers camp, which makes master blueprint 3 blueprints in 1. 3 very useful ones indeed. No quality control is also very strong. +2 to wood production is crazy, even if you lose all your wood when the storm ends. But so's 3 blueprints, all of which are extremely useful. These are very good. Burnt to a crisp, also very good. This is a ton of coal during the Blight storm, but I prefer to take it when I'm a little deeper into Rainpunk and getting Blight every storm. So I'm going to grab Master Blueprints. That'll be an excellent, excellent pickup. Trade routes are now available. I doubt we have much I want to sell right now. Certainly not for that price. And we have new orders, which I may as well open up before we open up a glade. Ooh. We have no good plank production, so lumber mill would be exceptionally good. Yeah, that's well worth clicking on just for that reason alone. And we have Forager's Trial. Ooh, you get a plantation blueprint. That'd be nice. Problem is, we need grain and vegetables. Only grain's native to the map, and I have no way of getting vegetables, except for Sahilda. who sells 40 of them, but I need 50 of them, so pretty sure this is impossible unless I get real lucky. And that's not something I like counting on. Sacrificing has some very good rewards. Secret of the Firekeeper is a pretty great cornerstone, but I will need a source of coal and oil to get that done, and that's not always easy to do. I might actually click on Beaver Influx, weird as that feels. I need beavers to get the lumber mill, and having, you know, having the extra beavers will help out with a lot with wood cutting, so I think I'm actually okay with that. So I just need to find some roots, and probably it would be smart to forbid consumption of roots while we're trying to stockpile them. Which means we'll be a little rough for food for a time, but, you know, that's mostly solved by just getting an extra gatherer or two up. You are delivering copper ore. I'm okay with you being a little inefficient with that. By the way, Sahilda, what are you bringing me today? A plantation could be very useful. If I don't find a drizzle geyser, this could, like, save my life, because that would allow me to, like, actually build on the fertile ground with 2-star food production, which, you know, is useful if you don't have any food, which we currently don't. Is there any, like, quick trade routes that would get me money? I could sell some of the coal. Not my favorite thing to sell. She's only here for a minute 19, so a minute and 3 would give me 6 amber, which could save me a little bit of early trading with the trader, which might be worth it. Not a big fan of it, but I think it might be a good play. Somewhere in my gut, it feels like a good play. And if you can't trust your gut, who can you trust? Who indeed? We got enough space for the lizard houses, even though I love giving them pretty roads around their houses right now, we're kind of in a rough spot. Ooh, we found some roots, which are gonna help a lot because that'll get us solved on the beaver thing. We also found an archaeological discovery, which is fantastic. This is a great source of both tablets and a huge boost to reputation later on. I definitely want to get this done because it provides a lot of useful benefits depending on what you dig up. It's going to be a little hard to start right now, though. We have the eggs for it, but we definitely don't have the planks. For surezies. I could up our plank production a little. We do need plenty of bricks, though. I think keeping 2 there would actually be very helpful. Sahilda's 1 second from leaving, so it's now or never for the plantation. So yeah, how painful is getting 7 amber? Probably not too painful? I've got a lot of excess wood I could give. 78, I mean, we'll probably bounce back on that pretty quickly. We're probably only going to be able to run like 4 or maybe 3 woodcutters during the storm this season, but like that should be enough to keep the fire running. I think that's fine. I think it's fine, and I'll be happy to have the slightly earlier food production if I had to wager a guess. So let's get that built. Still haven't found a drizzle geyser, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to hope I find one. The end. But anyway, let's make sure our woodcutters don't have to walk too far back and forth to get to the woods we need chopped, because all this has to go. It's all gotta go. I'm very happy we have this much fertile ground, though. Uh, we'll want another human or two to make sure that's fully taken care of, and we'll also need human houses to up gathering and harvesting speed, lest we leave things to rot in the field. But for now, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Maybe I'll even stay happy with how it's going. Wouldn't that be pretty snazzy? Get some beaver houses down. I do need this area chopped out just for housing. But right now, getting into these glades is a higher priority. More coal delivery, which still really not eager to do, especially when I don't have an order that tells me to do trading. So I'm probably just not gonna do that. You're on breaks. This is a great time to move the crude workstation, get a better road up. I would certainly like more planks. How are we doing on bricks? We got 11, and this needs... we're probably fine now. I think I can swap you to plank production. Because we're gonna need a lot of those for the beaver and human houses. Like, a lot. And that'll suck. But hey, we upgraded the hearth. That'll be very much needed resolved during the storm. And yeah, just gonna speed through. Have the woodcutters chop. We gotta reach these glades. What's your problem? We're capped on planks. That's a shock, considering that this needs 12 and none of them have been delivered. What is... I guess I've overloaded my builder a touch with tasking with a small farm, a ton of roads and farm fields. Fine. Both of you get to building then. God. Just get the planks delivered already. Grr. You have run out of fabric materials, which is fine. Guess we can pull you, maybe put you, man, I can't put you on blank production because, like, nobody's doing anything with them yet. There we go. Someone finally allocated the planks. Let's get people making planks again. Ooh, maybe not humans, though. Because I want the humans over here collecting roots, because we have not fulfilled an order yet, and we're way overdue to do that. I also should consider packs of crops. We can't actually do anything with grain right now, so there's really no reason I shouldn't turn it into 5 packs of crops. As for building materials, I'm probably just gonna have to suck it up and make a makeshift post, which I hate doing, but too frickin' bad me. We do have a ton of rocks, so I should be fine turning bricks into building material packs. We're still sitting a little bit rough on on planks, because we have terrible plank production. Trapper's camp has run out. Oh my gosh, we went through all those eggs already? Goodness. Well, we'll definitely need a berry harvest soon then. Yeah. Let's cut. Well, we'll cut 2 human woodcutters at least. Why is the why did yeah. We'll get them working on the plantation, sow the fields during the storm. That should be fine. Pretty sure between the hearth upgrade and the nice housing, everybody should be fine sticking about. Newcomers have arrived. I still need a lot more beavers to complete beaver influx. Or beaver population. Even with the 5 I'm getting from influx, that will still leave me 4 short. So I'm probably going to bring in these guys. This will definitely be having to cut another woodcutter, but I'm probably fine with that. It's probably fine. Get you on the stonecutters. This is all good. Could start on the archaeological dig. It's not like a crazy idea. How much stone are we collecting? Still got plenty of it, yeah. Absolutely ridiculous stockpile of stone. I think I can start like paving the roads. And I could direct more people to get to make bricks that we can turn into start this stuff. So let's bring in the beavers, put him on woodcutting because of course we will. Spread them out nice and evenly because that makes my brain feel better. Excavate it with plenty of eggs we've got, that's fine. We'll use bricks, I think, because we've got a lot of people working on bricks and we've got plenty of them, so that's fine. If we're gonna stuff them into packs, like I might actually want 3 people in the furnace making bricks. That might just be how many we're gonna need. You go in the granary, keep making fabric with whatever we've got, and make some packs of crops we need. Yeah, that'll do. We're starting to run into the only thing we can cut is next to Glades, so I'm gonna finally make some space near the hearth for housing. And that'll be fine and dandy. Once again, I'm down to a single builder who is hideously overloaded with work. But that's just kind of feels just like what I do in this game. I'm just like, no, we must get raw resources at all times. Forget building. Who needs to build stuff? Not us. Everything will get done on year 10. But sir, we need houses. The rain, it's so tough. It's downpours, it makes us wet and soaked, and we need shelter from the thunderbolts. Shut up. Bunch of whiners is what y'all are. Anyway, I don't know what that bit was. Let's check trade routes again. Could sell food. I mean, we'll get a good berry harvest during clearance, so this is probably fine to trade a few away. This is the best deal for food. I'm still putting grain into packs, so I don't want to sell those yet. Sell some eggs? Maybe just some. Or more. Yeah, that's fine. I think the 12 Amber will come in very handy. I love Prestige 6 where money is worth something. So I'll be like, 12 Amber, that could get me a cornerstone. That'd be amazing. Or at the very least a good perk. Alright, we have this done. You're done with the packs of crops and you have no fabric, so hey, You seem like a prime candidate to start making packs of building materials. And we can get that 3 packs order done finally. Could also just slap down a harvester's camp somewhere and just get camps done, which, like, that's not crazy. Would get us some material for fabric, which we are pretty much out of. Maybe I just convinced myself. On second thought, we have no parts, which is a little sus. Oh, you ran out of eggs. Oops. Awkward. Well, if we don't find some in that small glade, I'll reconsider what I'm doing there. Can the woodcutters can't be moved up here? It can. Huzzah! Less room you have to move, and now I can put another beaver house down. Lovely. I'll have to expand pretty soon. We're definitely chopping into this once the storm's done too. In fact, can probably pretty safely mark both of these glades for opening now. Alright. Get the woodcutters back to woodcutting. You aren't doing anything, so you can go back to the camp. You can build, because we have no builders. But we have cornerstones. Frequent patrols is okay. Silent looting is also okay. Anything that reduces hostility is nice. We don't have any tool production, which is where basically all of our hostility reduction from either of those cornerstones will come up from. But we haven't gotten any extra blueprints yet, so like there's a good chance we'll find tool production, and I'll be pretty happy about it. So like, silent looting maybe? We have the stones to open up the nice caches with ancient tablets in them, and this one's retroactive, so I don't have to get it right away. So yeah, that seems good. Farlef, what do you got for me? Ooh, the accumulated dew's really nice, considering that we are growing berries right now. I would love a ton of free metal. I like the sound of it. Anyway, let's open this up and see what we get. Another beaver resolved. Okay, this is starting to get like too many beavers though. Pyromania kind of happens on its own. Pretty okay with that. And disturbing the ancients would get me a press. Pottery delivery line would go pretty hard. Problem is, I really do not want to deliver 3 ancient tablets, because again, that's like 30 hostility reduction I could have otherwise. So, you know, this is probably good, but I'm just gonna collect Power of the Storm, make my Purging Fire slightly more efficient. Seems fine to me. Speaking of Purging Fire, it's year 3. I need to queue up the Blight Post, because it's time for a Blight Storm. Everyone's favorite event. Getting horrible mutated blight dumped on our heads that's gonna try to kill us. Woo! Oh boy, we love blight. Love it so much. Let's see. Everyone's busy with good stuff. Let's definitely path these up. The most frequent places everybody visits is like the warehouse and in front of the hearth to rest. So like having, you know, stone roads that go from like, say, your farm to the hearth is very important. Hello! Small glade with reeds, copper ore, and a small cache. Okay, well, the reeds are certainly nice. That gives me a legit reason to put down a trapper's camp, which I'm very happy to do. No drizzle geyser though, which is a little bad. It's only a little bad though. It's not like end of the world kind of bad, but it definitely could be better. For sure. No food in here either. Like, the copper would be nice and all, but I'm not very interested in it. At least not at the moment while I'm very low on parts. And also very low on food, which I believe Farliff doesn't bring. Yeah, he's got no food whatsoever for us. Could turn in some copper for money. It's a long trade route, though. We're not going to get it before Farliff leaves. I really would love that cornerstone. It's only 1 amber, so maybe I should just sell a single pack of crop because it's going to be excess anyway. Yeah, you could do that. That sounds smart. Let's do that. Alright. We found the solution. It was me thinking about it for half a second. Oop. And here we go. What do we got? Ooh, fuming machinery. Alright. Makeshift extractor is nice and all. I don't have any water. I don't have any water. I don't have any water. I don't have any geysers. Butts. Shoot. There's no way I can buy water, unfortunately. Highly unlikely I'll get enough during the drizzle. I might get enough clearance water if I go hard on it, like right now. Alternately, I could fix it and start getting some clearance water, which would be, you know, nice. Don't get me wrong. Just a random lizard house in the middle of nowhere. Sure, I guess, whatever. You could salvage it for parts? What? Man, that's definitely worth just tearing down. Holy cow. Any of my caches have the stuff I need in it? No, none of that. And not a single geyser in any of these glades. That sucks. What do I do in this case? It's a great question, me. Alright, we're gonna have to tear this down for parts, actually. You're, like, I have no eggs, so I do have to actually reconsider what I do with you. So I just, like, berries, I guess, at some point in the future when we have berries. Do want to queue up some human houses as well, though not before I have enough room for a woodcutter camp up there again, because I need space up there real bad. And now we have cut into all the glades I wanted to cut into. Ah, boy. This is not my favorite place to be. We need parts real bad, so I need to finish Harvester's Camp and 3 packs. Like, tout sweet. How are these packs of building materials going? We have all but 1. You're on a coffee break. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I think the safe play is make 2 rain collectors, get as much water as I can, and just tear it down. We may not get to it before it discharges, which will suck a little. That'll destroy this nice giant reed field, which will be sad makings. But it is not the end of the world. Yeah. It doesn't destroy events, so I think the cache will be fine, but even if it gets blown up, I'm not going to cry about it. It's just a bunch of random stuff and a little bit of reputation that I can find elsewhere. So I'm not going to stress over that too much. Yeah, this is kind of just where I'm going to have to be, isn't it? Yep. Just make the rain collectors a priority. We have no meat anywhere, so let's just tear down the trapper's camp. Recollect the parts. It's very important. Yeah, we're very low on gatherable food, which is kind of stinky. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. But it is what it is. Yeah, I need... We're timed on the rain collectors. I don't think the blight post is going to kill me if I leave it go. So that's where my priorities are going to lie. I think I can definitely pull some people off the furnace right now. That seems smart. I need people building as fast as possible, and then I need people rain collecting as fast as possible. If we can get up to 30 drizzle water, we might be able to actually squeeze this in before the timer runs out. And that would be lovely. But if not, that sucks. The end. How are you doing? Please make the building material packs. We are a singular route shy of getting the beaver influx done, which is mildly annoying. I would love it if these got delivered. That is, I should point out, however, the majority of our food. Although we're about to have a ton of berries. I left plant fiber on, I'm a moron. Yeah, that is fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll live, probably. Almost certainly we'll live. Almost certainly. Really need these building material packs delivered, though. And I need 2 people rain collecting as well. Who those 2 people are, I'm not sure. I guess you and the stonecutter? That feels bad, but... you know, I'm on a timer. And it feels highly unlikely I'm going to collect 30 drizzle water in time. We might just have to accept this is going to blow up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit of blowing up. Okay, we got Beaver Resolve. It's fine. I could use the extra labor power. Low on food, you say? Yeah, makes perfect sense. We can get you in their workstation and you in the stonecutter's camp. That's all good. 2 builders is perfectly fine too. Let's see what we get from our stuff. Gosh. We have an extremely tough choice. Like, we need coat production because of the forest mystery. We might need it more than tool production. I'm hoping I get 2 more beavers and beaver population to get good plank production. Ah, boy. Gosh, 3-star coats is so nice. I guess I'm clicking it then. It's just so nice. So nice. I like it so much. Anyway, we're gonna put up... Gonna make my usual park in front of the hearth. It's inefficient but pretty. Ooh, we can definitely sell stone. But we can't sell more than that lest we run out of provision packs, so there's that. How much Drizzle Water are we looking at, guys? If you finish this cycle, we might actually hit 30 during clearance. We hit 30. Holy cow. That was unexpected. Alright. We are still sitting on a fairly excessive amount of bricks. How much stone do we have? 94. That's not as much as before, but it's fine. Let's just use bricks and drizzle water. It's fewer bricks anyway, that makes it faster to carry, and we will get people on that immediately. The parts and the wildfire essence and the double crystallized dew are all going to be fan-flippin-tastic. Just straight up amazing. And now we can take one of these down and salvage the parts. We can get ourselves the blight post, which is going to be highly needed. And then we can get the small bit. Then we can get this harvester's camp up. We can also turn in 3 packs for more parts, which will be excellent. We cruising now. What an interesting choice. I mean, this is almost certainly the supplier. Gets us way better plank production, which we're sorely in need of. Flour will open up pie and biscuits. And if I get a ranch, I can make infinity water skins, which can turn into pickled goods. Like, this, there's nothing, everything is good about supplier. I should click on supplier for that reason. Alright, I have clicked on supplier. Let's queue up the supplier. And then we'll queue up the cloth here, like down here probably. Maybe over here. Ooh, you can actually fit it there. Nice! Well then let's build it right there. What are we waiting for? A written invitation? Anyway, let's turn off packs of crops for now. We're going on fabric. Yeah, alright. Alright. I think we're good. Make sure we get the blight post up. I don't mind collecting some water just in case. Also, I should allow people to eat roots now because we don't have any other food except for this. Can you prioritize picking berries, actually, guys? No? No ability to prioritize that at all whatsoever? Period? Okay, well, you know, it's not like I'm your viceroy or anything. Angry? I'm not angry. What are you talking about? I'm not angry whatsoever. Guards hang him for suggesting such a thing. I don't have guards? Oh. Who the heck is enforcing my rule then? No one? Just me being friendly? Oh. How are we doing over here, by the way? Should definitely monitor this to make sure that between delivering the goods and, well, just delivering the goods, it doesn't run out of time and blow up in their faces and kill them. I would prefer them to live, as a general rule of the game. Lizard House is done. Excellent. That'll supplement our berries, which means we'll have something to eat during the storm. Hooray! I love not starving to death. I do that all the time. Just because it's something I like doing. enough human houses, which is surprising. Oop. That's not the rotate button. That is. Alright. Need more space for beaver housing as well. We're gonna have to get another hearth going pretty soon, actually. So, I would certainly love to chop this area out and just drop one right there. That would be a lovely spot for it. More people. I think we can take them in, especially since I need 2 more beavers to get the order done. Let's get them. Beaver Resolve is going to be just a little tough to do. I'll need coats, and I'll need complex food, and I'll need good housing for all of them, which is going to take some time for sure. But I'll just have to suck it up, because that's what just stuff that needs to happen. You've got plenty of builders here. I wouldn't mind someone in the warehouse with this amount of builders, actually. You are happier at the Blight Post, and you would be happier in the Furnace, and I'm a little bit worried about Lizard happiness right now. How's the timer on this? Alright, we're gonna have a minute and a half to spare, which is nice. That's good. They won't blow up and die. Huzzah. Huzzah and hurrah. Now, in theory, I could put down, with a rain collector, I can put down a greenhouse over here, and, like, I'll get fairly appreciable yields out of it, even though I'd much rather have a geyser for it, naturally. But, like, even if it is a little bit inefficient, and we're very likely to just lose all of the water thanks to vanishing water before, you know, we've made full use of it, I think it's worth picking up. Alright. Storm is hit. How bad is it? Everybody's leaving. Yeah, that's bad. If we cut literally all woodcutters, we're basically fine. How are we doing on blight? Oh, perfectly fine, actually. We had plenty of fuel for the cysts we needed. Great. I would certainly prefer it if we had more woodcutters right now, but that is a tall order, unfortunately. Still, it's definitely good to have some builders and some people in the main warehouse to make things more efficient. I could turn in camps finally. Do I want to? How much are we getting from impatience? Minus 15. This will put us precisely at 3, which I cannot afford to do. So I guess we're going to sit on this for a second. Which sucks a touch, but such is the way of things. Beaver Resolve is low. But why, though? Can we get another house up real quick? Like, real quick? Like, immediately kind of quick? This is also a priority, given that we want better plank production soon. Like, now kind of soon. Don't be like this, beavers. Just because we're out of coats doesn't mean I don't want you to be happy. Oh my god, alright. Okay. That just got us there. Barely. Ooh. I still haven't ticked over for impatience yet, so I can't cannot do the camps thing, unfortunately. We can, however, start making a ton of planks here, which will be lovely. Really don't have anything to turn to flour yet. I guess we're not using the grain for anything else, so we may as well just turn it into flour while we can. Then we can turn that into some pie, which, I mean, who doesn't like pie, right? Make that in the furnace right next to the copper bars and the bricks. It's just extra iron, it's fine, don't worry about it. Stonecutter's camp is done. This will mean a marked decrease in the amount of stone we're producing, but that's fine. There are worse fates. Let's get a road down here. Maybe cut these 2 trees as a priority. Screw those trees in particular. Let's also get a human in the granary to work on fabric again, because now we have plenty of the stuff. And let's get some people making clothes. We definitely want an absolute truckload of clothing for when we hit level 4. Alright, it's looking okay. I'm gonna have to rejigger everything when the storm ends, but what else is new? Glade event's done. Excellent. It might be worth popping this cache just to get the 3 Glade events thing done. Might just. But we'll see. Right now it is not critical. I'm kind of focused on critical things. You guys have a full tank of purging fire. That's lovely. Means I can free up a lot of this workforce, honestly. Like a ton of it. No, not too much of it, given that they're in there for happiness reasons. So, you know, there's that. Just make sure we have plenty of beavers for when we end the storm. Yeah. In fact, I may as well just, like, assign them now. Okay. We're low on food, which is a little scary. We went through the entire berry harvest, which is not a big surprise given that I set it to, like, half of it to be plant fibers. So that's not fantastic, gonna say that. But we have options still. So let's get you out of the blight post. Get you in the greenhouse. Just make us infinity mushrooms if you don't mind. It's drizzle. Let's turn in the camp. How am I ever gonna get to 28 beaver resolve? It's gonna be tough. I don't like any of these. Urban planning's okay, but I was about to say I'd rather crowded houses, to be honest. This might just be perfectly worthwhile taking. So we'll solve our housing problem. It's very useful when you're upgrading houses, saves you an absolute truckload of materials. There's a lot of good to say about it. What about this order? Wealthy trader. That's probably not happening, if I'm being real. This is definitely happening though, and happening pretty easily. Yeah. We'll pick that. That's fine. Sother is here. have anything good for me? Secret techniques of the Firekeeper would certainly help. I mean, everything you have would help, but that would help the most, I think. We still have that incense line going, so maybe I can dip into that stock just a touch to afford that. That's fine. Tinctury, definitely not essential. Certainly not. Oil would be nice, but again, not essential. I think we're fine for the moment. Any good trade routes? Sell some of the ale I'm not using? I guess, sure. I don't mind sitting on a stock of copper bars right now. You guys, I still want to work on the rain collector so that we have something for the greenhouse. Yeah, that's all fine. I'd love to cut into here while Sother is here, though. Risky as it may be. I'd also like to see if there's a Drizzle Geyser in here. But let's consider this an emergency chop right now. We'll just go straight through here. Surely the beavers can cut down 4 trees in the span of 1 minute and 15 seconds, right? Right. Surely. Surely you guys are capable of this. How to solve the beaver resolve. If we fully saturate them with coats, we'll be up to 16. I can favor them to get up to 21. Where's the other 7 coming from? Another hearth, hostility reduction, complex food. All of those could work if I could get any of them going. But unfortunately, I have no way of making containers. I mean, I have water skins, but I don't have any leather or oil for it. I have no way of making barrels. So it's like, what do I even do? What does one even do in that situation? Sother's about to leave. How's this tree looking? Are you about to be chopped? Okay, if I spam pause, I will click through the auto pause that I set for when a trader leaves and lose Sother. Is what will happen. Good job, me. You're good at the game. Well, we found some meat and eggs, so that's good. Also found a clearance geyser, which opens up some options. We also got an open vault. We can perform the ritual fairly easily right now. We have the incense for it. If we start now, we'll get burned through the hostility before the storm comes. That might be okay, honestly. Burying the entrance is slightly more profitable. But the tablets and the fragrant roots both kind of appeal to me. And it might just be worth getting. I think it's worth getting. Okay. Thus I have decided. Let's pull a stonecutter. Get you two working on the open vault. Just perform a terrible, scary ritual. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You have to go on the blight post to make you happier. Because that's how much hostility we just got. Which, you know, sucks, but we'll deal. Anyway, I'll have to rebuild a trapper's camp now, which is, in terms of problems, that's definitely on the low end. You guys can get back to clearing out space for our next hearth, which is going to be right there. So get all this gone, please and thank you. This would certainly be nice to have more space with, so yeah, that's fine. How we doing at the greenhouse? Not bad. We're not going to cap on drizzle water anytime soon, so that's good. These guys are just being busy little beavers making planks, which is fine. We'll probably need more people in the furnace once we start making pies in earnest. Low on food, lizard resolve is also low. I'm guessing that's from hunger? Yeah, it's from hunger. Oh boy. That's not terrific. That's extra not terrific, actually. Is there anything I can do about that? I mean, if I turn on herb production, we can start making pies out of them, so maybe that's fine. Oh, don't be upset just because you're starving. Just like, don't though. Ugh. Could use another human on that, to be honest. But all of my humans are currently tied up in food production of some sort. So it's hard to spare the literal manpower. I'm a touch surprised that the food from here hasn't been delivered yet. Okay, it's being delivered literally as I complained about it, so we're good. We'll get a nice big berry harvest. We have some mushrooms to tie to sever. Look at that. The hunger stacks are going away. Wonderful. We're not doomed. I love not being doomed. Okay. What are you not doing? Capped on fabric. Slightly surprising given that we have this clothier going at full blast constantly. But whatever, I suppose. Let's actually pipe it up. Just get as many coats as humanly possible. Might even want to update that clearance geyser. In fact, it's not crazy to do that for the supplier as well, if I'm being real, because we need a lot of planks. And we don't have a lot of people making a lot of planks. So let's solve that. I also need to use this stormwater somehow. Could pipe up the furnace. That feels weird. Oh boy, I really don't know if we can bring in more people without the next hearth being done. They may just have to wait a second. How's this going? Almost done. Good. Could definitely do with less hostility right now. Oh my god, why are you being so hostile? What's wrong with you? Alright, we don't need clearance water whatsoever, really, so you two can go build. I mean, I know we're using clearance water now, but we're about to get a geyser up, so like, I don't care that much. Hey, hostility. The extra hostility ended, huzzah. We got problem solver done. It's 3 people, but I think we can bring them in and not cry about it. What did we get? Bakery is nice. This lets us make pottery and biscuits a lot better. Preventer lets us make barrels, and we do have a lot of copper kicking around. Skewers is okay. Butcher is also okay. If I had like a better source of meat, I would definitely be clicking on Butcher here, but I haven't found like any, unfortunately, and nor do I have the ranch. So that may not be as good as I would like it to be. But the bakery, if I use the clay in it, could get us enough pottery to make pickled goods and biscuits. And it is heat related, so the lizards would like being in there. So there's a lot of good things to say about the bakery. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I will regret taking that. Alright, that's good and done. Can you chop this singular tree for me? I would appreciate it. We have 16 tools, which is a nice number, but I'm not going to use them because 15 tends to be the breakpoint on like various Glade events. So I would like to save them for Glade events, especially since we plan to pop into 2 Forbidden Glades. Ah. Okay. Getting some human houses built. Excellent. I think it'll be perfectly fine if I build a road down to the clothier as well. Ooh, and improve the road to the greenhouse. We definitely want people going from there a lot faster. Alright. You go there, that's fine. Now I would like to make some pipes. Let's get you in there, make some pipes out of our copious amount of metal. Gosh, that's nice to see. I would love to pipe up the furnace, start using stormwater because we have Power of the Storm as a thing we need to do. Beavers are still well short of getting up to 28 resolve, unfortunately. But we might get there. There is a chance we'll actually get there. Anyway, let's make pickled goods as well. Set that to like max 60. That'll be fine. All the lizards have pie. That's nice to see. Still don't have anything we can turn to. Oh, we do. We can turn mushrooms and roots into flour. Maybe that's fine. Maybe I'm okay with that. Maybe it's Maybelline. God, how old is that jingle? I feel so old. Okay, Cloudburst. Question. How many coats do we have? We have 79. Okay, well, that's enough to handle Cloudburst. I don't think we can handle the hostility in terms of like global resolve from that. So let's cut it down to 3. See where we stand there. Yeah, I was pretty justified in worrying about resolve. So we'll just get these lizards into the furnace so they're warmer and happier, and let's get more people on the supplier to make more planks. Gosh, I would love planks being made faster. That'd be great. Shame that's not happening. Get the new hearth down. If this somehow gets built before the bakery, we can put a lizard on that hearth, and that'll get us some. Will get us some resolve, which will be nice. But for now, we are really stymied by planks, which I'm surprised by. Okay, well, we had about 18 in storage that hadn't been delivered, so I'm a little less surprised now. I think I see where all our planks were. We made those pipes yet? Nah. Nah, we have not. Fair. It's fair. We can use herbs to make some packs of provisions, which is good. We're running short on drizzle water, but that's to be expected. I wouldn't mind more humans. I wouldn't mind another farm either. Should definitely be making use of these at some point. Instead of just wishing I had a drizzle geyser real bad. Lizards, why are we at -4? We're no longer pie saturated, is the reason, but I mean, I guess I understand. Lack of pie makes me upset sometimes. I guess we save all the pies for the lizards. We'll make some flour soon. Ooh, nice. The archaeologist office is done. Let's get some extra carrying capacity, and we have plenty of metal, so I'm fine with using pipes for this. It's the incense delivery line I got, so let's use sea mail for that, but I would love that -30 hostility. Quite a bit. Let's get that as soon as we can. Low on food. Yeah, you're not wrong. There's a lizard in the supplier. I could turn on the happy juice. That wouldn't do a whole lot, granted, but it might do something. Y'all good over here? It feels like they're just kind of perpetually out of water, which makes sense, but I don't like it. It's fine. The lizards are getting some pickled goods, and they'll be sticking around, I'm sure. Storm's basically over anyway. Okay. Lizards are done. Ooh, free jerky for all the pie I'm producing. Yes, please. That sounds fantastic. You've brought the Explorer's Lodge. I think that'll get me a global resolve, which I guess is goodish. Ooh, bigger ovens, though. I sure would love to make 13 pies instead of just 10. How much would 6 amber set me back? I do have a lot to do. It's not insane to trade it away. Yeah, that's fine. Shovels would be nice. A lot of those would be nice, but I don't have infinity money, so oh well. Anyway, let's get beavers back to chopping. Chop chop beavers. Ah ha ha ha. That's funny. Chris made a funny. He does the funny things. He's the funny streamer. He does singing stuff because he makes the weird noises and the funny things. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Indeed. We definitely want a trappers camp down here as well. Where are lizards being unoptimized? I guess over here, huh? Yeah. Anyway, Let's collect some drizzle water again and start making mushrooms. Could also open our last order, which is probably good. Hmm, interesting. This is very doable, and I would love to have even better pie, given how much we're making. But I'm kind of doing this already, is the thing. God, the rewards are so much better here. But then there's 50 hostility reduction, which is also really nice. I do have to do 2 Forbidden Glades. That might be the play. Forger's Camp. We've run out of roots. My god, I didn't think it would happen. But it happened. It happened right in front of us. You guys can go pick herbs. Why not? Stonecutter's Camp's fully saturated. Yeah, we're good there. How's the granary doing? Doing well enough. Hey, bakery's done. Great. No one has a bonus to anything, so it's fine if we make pie here as well. Set that back to 60. Biscuits would also make the beavers and the humans very happy. We'll set that to like 80 or something. We will set to make 30 pottery out of all of the clay we have, which will turn into pickled goods in the granary, which will be lovely. Very mildly worried about our ability to collect this much wood, though. Hopefully it'll be fine. Yes, our plan is hope. It's a good plan, just trust me on this. Okay, we have enough to upgrade this. Drop a hostility level, that's wonderful. You get to collecting eggs, that'll be great. I mean, a road here is fine. It'll make the egg collecting a little faster. Just. Yeah, I should really be turning this into a plantation. So let's queue that up. Queue it up and not worry about it until way later. Where am I going to get this much beaver resolve? I mean, if I got them satiated with pickled goods and biscuits, it would be fine. But those are tall orders, to say the least. If they were... I mean... I could activate the happy juice in the cloth here to get them a little happier. Just a touch, though. Also put one in the supplier. Stonecutter's Camp has run out. My goodness. Well, there's plenty down here, so keep collecting those. Oh man, we still have overwhelmed gatherers? You kidding me? We have to use up 300 node. Oh, they changed it. It used to be deplete 10 resource nodes, and they changed it to use up 300 charges. Oh, that's probably a better way of doing it. It doesn't dissuade you from collecting from large gathering huts while that's running. Makes perfect sense to me. How are you doing? We have some provisions, but we're completely out of herbs. What do you know? We're also completely out of drizzle water. Like, Wandering Collector does not keep up with the needs of a greenhouse, unfortunately. Which just kinda puts exclamation mark on the issue of my needing another farm real bad. Yeah. Definitely need all of this chopped out. Any good trade routes while I'm thinking of it? Yeah. This is just okay amount price for bricks. Just okay. I'm good. Alright, new hearth. Alright, we'll most certainly need some more beaver housing. So let's get that going. In the worst case, I will swap some houses from the main hearth to the new hearth. That's good. Put a park here. That might be enough to upgrade the hearth once, which is good enough. You get out of here. Get out of here. Go away. Need the space. Alright, put some fences down here because it's pretty. That there, that there. That'll be some amount of extra comfort over here. Can't upgrade it to level 3 until I get a service building, but that will take us a little further, which is good enough for now. Oh boy. How are these pipes doing? Fine is how they're doing. Let's automate this. Free up a beaver, because we do find ourselves a bit short on manpower. Can we do this without starving? Like, I'm pretty sure the answer is no. It's probably be wise not to then. Any good trade routes? Building material packs. Fabric. We do have a lot of coats. This is a pretty terrible price for them, though. It's not like cripplingly awful. I should probably use what we have an excess amount of, instead of just sitting on it like a dragon sitting on a hoard of stuff. Anyway, let's make a pack of crops or two out of the mushrooms we have. Should also make it so that we pickle eggs too, because that's something we're gonna have a lot of over here. It's okay. It's okay to do. Let's also swap to planks for the moment. You're done with pipes. Great. Go help with the trapper's camp. I'm going to up our capacity for rainwater, and then maybe just automate this? It's not a crazy idea. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine and good. Beavers are at least mildly more happy. Bakery's struggling to get stuff. Wouldn't mind a clay pit, that's for sure. How long has this harvester camp been idle? Usually you get a notification about that. Maybe they just became idle. Let's hope. Let's hope that's the case. Alright. Get you in the supplier. We need you in the hearth. All that free jerky is gonna make the lizard super happy. Maybe we'll even get a resolve reputation point. That'd be lovely. How long do beavers need to be happy for? 30 seconds. Don't think it's possible still. I could only push it up to 27. Once this hearth upgrades to level 2, I could push it further. I could go even further beyond. Ah. Monde. Mondeo. I guess everything's good enough. I do need somebody on the blight post, though. Preferably a lizard who will be happier for it. Guess you. Hey, we made some crop packs. Wonderful. Let's upgrade a human house or two so that our farms get fully harvested every year. This... I do need some, but it's really hard to do that right now. I need more people and more food, and I can't get either right now. Okay. We might be okay for Resolve to handle 4, but if we're not, I don't want to waste the coats needlessly. So we're gonna go down to level 3 and see where we stand. Surprisingly the humans would start like, oh, I denied them pie! Didn't I? Yeah, I denied them pie. No wonder they're upset. Okay, yeah, we can go up. We can run full woodcutters this storm, easy. Once the humans take a break and have some pie, they'll be happy as clams. So we will pay our 34 coats. Happy to pay it. Any good trade routes also? Not really. Ooh boy. Supplier going well. Certainly wouldn't mind if you were faster. Alright. Humans are eating pies, they're getting over the unfair rationing. Everything's looking good. We can live at level 4. Huzzah! That'd all be like just okay, I guess. Starting to run out of wood over here. Let's plot to break in there. Also, what did we get here? 3-star pies are nice, but I really don't need a third building making pies. That seems excessive. Temple's pretty sick. We have a ton of incense and a few scrolls for educational purposes, and any sacks we make at the hearth would mean less hostility. Temple's a good pick. I'm good with that. Let's build it over here where the humans are because it fits the theme. Cool. And we'll put some nice decor around it. We'll make the temple archway. Yeah. Just like an ancient archway with a shrine underneath it. Very stoic and spooky. Ooh. Look how ornate it is. Oh, you never seen something so ornate. Bet you haven't. No, you have not. Anyway, we'll fix that up later. Speaking of things that need fixing, let's go ahead and drop some plants over here for beautification purposes. And then we'll move them all over here so it's nice and symmetrical. Thank God decorations cost no resources to move. They know that moving around the decorations is really just for our sensibilities. We don't want, we don't want our sensibility needs being stymied by inefficiency. Do I want 6 people or 6 people is the question I'm looking at right here. It's probably all fine. We can do that. Ooh, no we can't. Just got us over the limit. Unfortunate that. Double check the trade routes. We do have enough coats that this is fine-ish. Certainly not a crazy idea to go ahead and do that. Oh, we're capped on pies? That's great. That's great and good. We're also out of drizzle water, which is not great or good. But it is what it is. Yep. Let's just chop into this, please. Really want to see if we can get a drizzle geyser, and after that, it's just chop here until we can open both of these at once. Might even drop another hearth over here, if I'm being real. If I'm being extra real, I might actually want to put down a 3rd woodcutter camp. We don't have any bonuses to wood cutting right now, and while we have enough wood, we don't have an excessive amount of it. And I prefer having an excessive amount. La da da. Ba-da-dee, ba-da-doo, ba-da-doo, ba-doo. I feel a little like I'm stalling out a touch. Maybe I should put down a forbidden altar and spend some of my largesse on some better things. Maybe. Oh, you're 97% done. I was like, why aren't they going into the camp? It's because they're just barely not done. Just barely. Alright. That should certainly speed things up. Very possible to get beavers to 28 now, though. So let's do that. Looks good. Sahilda's back. She did not bring a farm, which I would have loved. Better clothing, maybe? It's not the worst idea. We are making a lot of them. It'll do. Copper extractor would be just okay. All of these would be just okay. Let's re-roll for something better. It's a lot of wood to lose, but Sahilda's here. I could sell it all. And that'd be pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Hi, Tao. Nice to have you in the Council of Elders and not trying to kill me. I mean, this is fine. I don't hate it. Okay. Sure. More wood. Sucked losing that much sea marrow, but I probably should have checked if I could have sold that actually, but I didn't. So stop living in the past. Alright. Beaver Resolve is nearly done. That will get us the lumber mill, which will be exceptionally good, if I do say so myself. It's also going to give us 5 more beaver. No, it won't. It's not going to do that at all. I'm a lunatic. Beaver population. Shabam! Lumber mill. We love it. Stop making planks here. Just make flour. In fact, just stop. Full stop. Just halt. Halt in the name of efficiency. The much less popular version of halt in the name of love. Or stop in the name of love. I know culture. Don't give me that look. Anyway, that'll do. All that's fine. I should definitely consider turning my leather and meat into water skins, however, so I can make pickled goods with less of my very limited clay. Because it's only coming tertiarily? Is that even a word? I don't know. It's only coming from these reed fields and not always that often. That's all fine. It's all fine. We're good. We're good. Cutter's busy up here clearing out more hearth space, which I kind of need. For here would be preferential, though, to be honest, and not. Don't break into the glade, though. Thank you. You have nothing to do, but I want to keep you on the blight post because then I don't have to think about, oh, do I need to put X on the blight post? And the answer is you already did. Stop thinking about it. I like it when that's the answer. You ran out of stormwater, which is fine. Really only using it for this, and you know, any efficiency we get out of this is just a bonus. Alright, small hearth is nearly done. I could drag a beaver house over, but look how nice and orderly it is. Everyone has 4 houses here. I don't want to wreck it. Do I forsake an altar? I guess, sure. Put it over here where there's nothing and no one will mind noticing it. Not that that's a mechanic, but it feels like it could be a mechanic, and therefore, ooh, +1 to plank production. I wouldn't mind that at all. Let's just break that open. Actually get some use out of silent looting for once. Whoa. 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 Using your cornerstones to your advantage. Slow down there, buckaroo. We don't cut into those high-level plays around here at Christie Gaming. We do. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't know what this bit is, again. Let's just not talk about it. Just pretend I'm sane. We still don't have an excessive amount of anything. Always do. I appreciate that. We do have enough eggs, though, to justify doing that. Can also justify turning up the juice everywhere now that it's clearance season. Oh hey, another blueprint. Ooh. Ooh, good stuff. Very good stuff. Shoot. That's a tough choice. Since we continue to have not hit any drizzle geysers in literally any of the glades we popped open, small farm is looking awful tempting because we need something to turn into flour real bad. And without drizzle water, we cannot count on the greenhouse. Tinkerer would also be very, very good. We've got plenty of metal for tools and training gear and packs of building materials. This would be wonderful. These would both be wonderful, is what I'm getting at. So it's just, I guess I'm spoiled for choice at least. Let's pick up the farm. We will build that probably here and replace the berry plantation. Because we got a goodly amount of berries we're farming up anyway. And it's fine. Did you run out? You ran out again. My goodness. Alright, well, get over there. You become a builder. That'll be fine. Got plenty of fuel for the blight storm, so that's lovely. Yeah, I think we just keep chopping. Keep chopping trees. Keep chopping trees until we can pop these dangerous, terrifying glades. How are we doing on business? Oh, I never allowed you to use berries for biscuits. No wonder we're low on them. That's my bad. Also, you should be like emergency pie building. Most of our pies should be made in the furnace, but if we ever dip below 20 pies, you should start making some emergency pies over here. But we're very hard pressed to keep enough biscuits around, so just focus on biscuits. Focus on those delicious jam biscuits. Alright. Clearance is over. We no longer have an excessive amount of clearance water, so I guess we go. We have plenty of coats to cover the cost of the cloudburst. Beavers are a little persnickety. That's fine. We can turn on a little bit of happy juice for them. There we go. That's fine. Could also bring more people in. This is gonna be a little rough to do, but parts and tools look real nice. I will have to cut 2 woodcutters for this, of course, but that's a price I'm perfectly willing to pay. Upgrade the hearth. That's lovely. Yeah. In fact, if we shoved people out of their homes up here, we could get that hearth upgraded fully. There we go. And that completes Advanced District, which is excellent. That also reduces hostility a little, which gives me, reduces impatience a little, which gives me hostility. Yes, don't forget that. Don't forget that thing. Can unlock these now. Alright. Let's get some lizards in the temple, where they will be very happy. And we'll like it. Any lizards not being optimized right now? I don't see any unoptimized lizards, so that's great. And now we're quite heavily encouraged to start burning resources. So we can get some permanent hostility reduction. What if I just did that and ran woodcutters during the storm? We would get some Sacrament of the Flame progress, and maybe even get some good stuff. Like, it feels like ranch is the obvious play here, because then we get meat, and we can turn that meat into, like, water skins, and also the leather into water skins, and we don't have to depend on the eggs over here for our leather, because we don't have any. I think, where did all of our leather come from anyway? I have no idea. So having a source of leather would probably be wise. Manufactory wouldn't be bad, though. I could use all 3 of them. They would all 3 be very good. I should probably click on the ranch, though. Yeah. That's the smart play. Let's make sure we get an ability to make water skins when we inevitably run out of our extremely limited clay. Do we need more people on the Blight Post? Maybe. Couldn't hurt. We're using stormwater now, which is good. Slowly work on Power of the Storm, ever so slowly. A warehouse over here would actually be pretty good. Let's drop one down. I foresee a great deal of efficiency from it. Especially if I put it in the correct place. We're out of fabric. That's a surprise. You guys just too busy with everything? You're just kind of too busy with everything, huh? Maybe I need a third person in there to help you. Hey, Pyromania's done. I can drop a hostility level without worry, so let's click that button. Lose some more impatience. Excellent. How are you doing over here? Boy, you took a long time to get that far. But I guess that's fine. Alright. Nearly to some hostility reduction from the temple, which is lovely. And we're weirdly just kind of like neutraling out on our wood income, which is pretty cool. Yeah, we have ran out of drizzle water again, unfortunately. Is this gonna be built at some point? I'd love it if that was built at some point. Also this, love it if this was built at some point. I guess I've overloaded my 4 builders a touch. Maybe I should go easier on them. Just a little. But only a little. Alright, we're probably just out of planks because I made it so that only the lumber mill could produce any of the planks and not the supplier. Yes. Yes. That makes sense. We're going to blow this up. Swap it to a farm. People on said farm. Glad it stays plowed. That would annoy me if it didn't. Might not be crazy to make use of that patch of ground either. Hey, the lumber mill's done. Huzzah! We have planks again. Everybody cheer! We have planks again! Yay! Let's use more stormwater and cause more blight to grow. Yay! Alright. Year 7. This is around the time where I'm hoping I come close to winning. Currently, not looking like I am that close, unfortunately. Steel drills would be amazing. That would double all of our copper production from trees. So I would love it if I could trade away enough for that. Tinctury wouldn't be crazy. I'd rather have some place that made incense, but I don't have production of any of these, and all of them would be useful, so I really should think about affording this. I do have a lot of excess jerky. Like, there's literally no way, like, we consume more pies than jerky, so with Sahilda's cookbook, there's literally no way we will run out of jerky as long as we are saturated in pie, which is a phrase I didn't expect to say today. Life comes at you fast. This is fine, yeah. I'm okay with all those. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What's our cornerstone this year? More silent looting. God, I wish we had toll production. This would be so much less hostility. Peasant supplies are okay. I've already got like an okay source of things. Supply packs, because I can just make herbs in the greenhouse. So it's really not that critical. It's not that critical. Oops, I cut down your woods. I ruined your glades. Got lost in the forest. Oh baby. My god, he's so old. Who makes those references in 2023? No one is the answer. What's even going on? And he keeps lampshading it. It's so weird. What's wrong with him? Wait a minute. Where's my yellow plant? Did they take away my yellow plant? That's not allowed. I like my yellow plant. What the heck, game? Did you swap it into a deed I have yet to do? Or collect, or something? I'm upset. I'm very upset. I want my yellow plant. I make pretty things out of it. Ugh. The very notion. We do use scrolls. It would not be crazy to have the scribe. It would get us good scroll production. We did just get the tincture to use pigments with. Hello, Sandy. Oh, well, come in. If you're gonna open up the door, come in so I can close the door. Just gonna stand there and look at the partially open door and not go through it? Is that what's gonna happen? Cats. I also wouldn't mind the tavern, but like I think 1-star tool production at this stage of the game is fine. Like I can't wait around for better tool production. I think she left. I think she got freaked out when I started to close the door again. Cats. Back here would be ideal place to put it, honestly. So let's get this area cleared out. Sother's about to leave. I got a scribe, so like getting better scroll production isn't like insane, but it's also highly unneeded. So let's just chill a little. Oh man, the tincture fits in so well right here. I have to. It just fits so nicely. Herbalist camp ran out. Oh, I'm a little surprised. Okay. Cool. Be builders. Let's get you on the Trappers camp. You can be on the Blight Post. The only thing that the Blight Post is doing for the Lizard is making him slightly happier. So that's fine. Yeah, I guess we're okay. Huh. Weird. the builders are done with the decorations, that'll upgrade to level 3, which will be very handy. Get us some bonus doubling, production doubling, which will be lovely. I'd also love it if this warehouse was completed at some point. But I'm just gonna have to wait on that. Got some reputation from Resolve, which is great. What's your problem? You're capped on you're what? You got 80 planks already? What? How? Are we not using that? Are we using that few planks? We have so many things that need planks. And I have 4 builders. What's happening? I don't get it. One of you stay in there. Another reputation resolve. Lovely. Monastery would certainly help with hostility. Really was hoping I'd pick up something else. What that something is, I'm not fully sure, but I definitely wanted it. Anyway, monastery's fine. We could use another service building down here anyway. Alright, drop the scribe here. Perfect spot for it. Beautiful placement. Top 10 towns NA for sure. Now we can move this woodcutter, I think, because we need this area chopped out. And when is this warehouse gonna get built? Like, please. Hurry up. I can't, like, rotate this, right? No. Okay. Part of me was hoping I could, but part of me also knew that was a little silly to think that was possible. Clear that out of the way for a bit of space. The ranch exists now. You could turn reeds into food, which would not be a terrible idea. Sure. Let's get a lizard on there. Let's get a lizard on there from somewhere. Hearth? Sure. It's only because you're happy there that I'm keeping you there anyway. You don't need to be happy, you just need to be productive, said the capitalist. Nice, Andy. Glad you opened the door again. You going immediately outside, or can I pet you a bit? I can pet her very little. Okay. Ooh, we should definitely use berries for this. We have an excessive amount. And planks, which we've already said to use, so that's good. Oh, is it lap time? Is it lap time, Zandy? Oh, I love lap time. You're always welcome to lap time. You're not welcome to my water, though. It's my water. Yeah. Okay, apparently she didn't want pets. More people? I wouldn't mind it. Man, 8 parts is very precious. I could start selling them at this rate. I have so many of them. is a weird thing to say. I could also make a mine. Get a lot more copper, though, like, we're not using it for anything yet. Like, we could use it, in theory, for something. Like tools. That'd be smart and good if I did that. Brewery, we can use that. That's all fine. The reputation gain, which is lovely, and we will make tools out of planks and are just really excessive amount of metal at this point. Like, kinda nuts how much metal we have right now. Which is nice, don't get me wrong. But it's also a little excessive. Are we out of everything for you? We are out of everything for you. Awkward. Well, just go here in the pile of currently useless camps. Home here? Cannot put home there. No! Let me put the home there. Don't you want a home? Are you too good for your home? Oh my god, a Happy Gilmore reference? What the hell's wrong with this guy? Is he ancient? Am I witnessing an ancient sage but a VTuber? What if I am? That'd be weird. Storm's a-comin', and we're sitting here at 7 hostility, which isn't the best place to be, certainly. Okay, bye Sandy, thanks for opening my door again. That was a lie, I didn't actually want to thank her for opening my door again. I actually find it a little annoying to have to open it and reclose it because she can't decide whether she wants in or out. But anyway, Storm. We're not killing people for our bonuses, so let's see what we got. Nothing great, to be honest. More traders, more cornerstones? Maybe. We're not doing like any trading this run, because I've never had an excessive amount of anything. I mean, just the +1 cornerstone from trade logs is pretty great. It's worth picking up. What else? This thing. I haven't done much in the way of corruption. So, +5% to doubling production isn't that great. Firelink Ritual would be a lot of lowered hostility. The only issue with that is that it is just excessively wonky. Because if you run out of incense, suddenly your tons of lowered hostility becomes none of lowered hostility. Still, it's almost certainly worth taking. It's an absurd amount of hostility reduction. And this keeps our wood going longer, so I'm fine with that. Ooh, it also increases the duration of sacrifices, which is good, because we're gonna sacrifice some wood to get some more progress on Flame Sacrament. It's cool that we managed to get down to 3 hostility, but oh my goodness, do I not expect it to stay there. That's gonna go quick. Real quick. Let's get people where they like to be. Then they will be filled with glee and like me a lot. Do 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 do. Could probably spend. I mean, we have 1 billion parts to be fair. Ooh, I do need to give consideration onto this, though. Because we are getting to that point where I'm close to winning. I don't think I can actually afford to have 2 reputation points if I'm going to do both of these Forbidden Glade events. So I guess we're just leaving that there on the last stage, which feels awful, but it's what we're doing. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Let's hold control to not break into glades and just clear all that out, because I think the time has arrived. We've got decent production on luxury goods. Should make sure I have some pigment available, granted. But yeah, we have decent production on luxury goods. Like, theoretically, like, we should be very well set up to do the Forbidden Glades. And that was the whole point of this game, is to do 2 Forbidden Glades. So let's prepare that. I'm sure it'll be fine. We've run out of our incense stock, which I'm a wee bit worried about, given that we have no way of making this stuff. Right? Yeah, we'd love to have found a building to make incense out of. Because I would definitely like the hostility reduction from it for longer than this single year. Maybe I ask too much. But it doesn't mean I wouldn't like it. Alright, storm's over. Vlies has brought me some hostility reduction. That's almost always worth getting. Trade routes? Gosh, I could sell crystallized dew. I mean, I'm going to, because I have an absolute truckload of it. And on that note, let's just sell it directly to Vlies. What if you gave me all of your amber, and I gave you all of my dew? How would that grab you? Grabs me fine. Actually, let's keep one and then give you some jerky. Yeah, I like it. Alright, less hostility, more tools, more scrolls. Looks great. New cornerstone. We just ran out of sea marrow deposits, game. Rude. I mean, we'll almost certainly find one in the Forbidden Glades, but still, it's very rude that that would come up. I am producing ale, but certainly not a lot of it. Maybe I'll have something better. Reinforced tools could actually be good. Hidden reward could also be good. This is minus 30 hostility. I do like minus 30 hostility a lot, so let's do it. I should upgrade some human houses while I've got the materials for it, because that's why I'm building them in the first place. Don't know why I'm singing this, but I am, so you're just gonna have to deal with that. Da 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 da. Upgrade all of the human houses, make them faster so they go from the warehouse to the farms faster. That'll be great, thank you very much. Do. Then we'll put a fence around this, and that'll be nice and pretty. It'll be way more comfort than we need to upgrade this to level 1, which is terrific. Just T-E-R-ific. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Looks good to me, dog. Also, we got all of our forbidden cornerstone, so I may as well tear that down for the materials. It's not doing me any good being a giant edifice to the old gods. I'm sure it won't piss them off. Well, they're not the old gods, they're the sealed ones. Ooh. Ooh. I do actually love the lore of this game. I want to make a D&D game in this world, or something to that effect. Yep. Alright, we got our last blueprint. Something that makes incense, please. None incense. Better tools and pipes wouldn't be the worst, but you really, really, really need incense if I'm going to be sitting around with a Firelink ritual. Seems like a poor choice to not make any use out of that, so we're gonna just sit on that. I'm gonna sit on that until we get some money for a reroll, is the plan. Is it time? Do I break into both the Forbidden Glades now? It's probably time. There's a very good chance that it is just time. Whoo boy, does that ever make me nervous. But oh well. Harvester's camp have run out. We're out of reeds? My god. It finally happened. I didn't think I would see the day. We ran out of reeds, but we did. What's your problem? No drizzle water, because no one's collecting it. Yes. Legit problem. I understand. Kaboom! Forbidden Glade open. We found an artisan who unfortunately does not make anything that rhymes with incense. But that'll do. We did find some more reeds, so that's good. No geyser. Like, we're just bereft of geysers. Do they not spawn very much in Scar Orchard or something? Anyway, I should also look at the bad thing that's happening. We have a drainage mole. He's scary and strong. We could feed him a truckload of eggs for a good amount of resources that I would love to have, or we could chase him away. We certainly have the rocks for it, or we have the stones for it, because it takes guts, because he's a giant mole. It's had two meanings. Oh you funny man. Anyway, what was I doing? I was pulling people from somewhere to get them doing the drainage mole stuff. Let's chase it away. I definitely wouldn't mind feeding it, but I don't know. Getting that many eggs is very slow. And I would rather do this immediately so that we can get this Forbidden Glade event done and dusted as soon as possible. Hi, Chester! Oh, it's so nice to see you again. You and your droopy face. And he's nice. Chester's a nice guy. Alright, and we finally found the Fishman Soothsayer. Eek. I can use stones again. I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. Alternately, I could foretell. But I think I want to capture him. Which means I need to cut all complex food, clothing, and service needs. 100%. Hui. Everybody will hate that, but oh well. On that note, let's take a few people off of service production for that, and go to the Soothsayer. The comforts of the civilized world are disgustingly unnatural to fishmen. Every 10 complex food, clothing, or service needs that are fulfilled, 2 random villagers die. So we want to avoid that. What we don't want to avoid, though, is all of these lovely rocks. In fact, we probably want that more than the reeds. So let's get you guys on stone cutting. You guys capture the fish. And have that very scary noise play. Still waiting on Amber to reroll that. And I completed all at once. I don't think I can click accept on that without failing the mission. Actually, is the thing. So I won't. Just gonna leave that there. What do you know? I should burn our copious amounts of sea marrow to speed these things up. And I will do that once everything is delivered, because that has to happen first. Don't be a silly Billy. You gotta actually have everything delivered in there before you can, you know, actually start working on it and start the timer and then make all that sacrifice actually worth it. So don't do that. Alright, that timer's going. You are delivering a great deal of rocks, which is great. It's a great deal. You are delivering the final bit of rocks, and you'll pretty soon start the timer. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine if these Forbidden Glades win me the game. It will count, because that happened once before. But I don't think I'll be getting much in the way of reputation with all of our needs being rationed. Okay, there we go. Timer has started on both. Let's just spend all of our sea marrow. Every last bit of it. To speed those up. Beaver resolve is low. You don't say. Can I give them some happy juice and solve it that way? A little. Yeah, alright. I mean, no one's going hungry, it's just everybody's really pissed off from the rationing. Well, it's that or die, guys. Maybe suck it up for a season. For literally just a minute and 10 seconds. Until we run out of sea marrow, then it'll take longer, but... You know, bleh. Beaver resolve is yet again low. I could cut woodcutters. That would solve it. And I have an excessive amount. Okay. Turns out I just had the solution at my fingertips, and it's fine. Hey, the drainage mole is done! Everybody's happy again. That's good. And that's 1 of 2 Forbidden Glade events done. And pretty soon, it'll be 2 of 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10. Oh, no, we did it. Alright. Win a game after solving 2 Forbidden Glade events. Complete. And we didn't accidentally win. So we're going to win on purpose now by clicking this button. Let's click the I win button. That was kind of fun, actually. Doing those Forbidden Glades was a nice challenge, and I did it with no problem. And now we get a ton of planks and some food for the rest of the cycle, which is exceptional. Okay. We're still trying to get down here, so I'll probably want to lean over here next to... Oh, God. Oh, I hate the Ancient Battleground so much. 150 hostility to start with. It doesn't sound like a lot. It's a lot. Let's just be clear there. It's a lot, a lot. It makes the early game way harder. God. 1 fewer cornerstones, longer storm. This, like, is not... If you can handle the storm even a little, Gathering Storm is actually a buff. Because it just gives you more time every year to do stuff, and delays the hostility from the years rolling over. But in order to get this way, I probably need to click there on the marshlands with the Ancient Battleground, but that will be next time. But I am done for now. There's a chance I will be doing some Warframe later. I don't know if I'll stream it, because I don't think I'll be making it entertaining in any way, shape, or form. But tomorrow though, tomorrow is going to be the triumphant return of Warframe Wednesday, which we all agree is just the objectively correct thing to do on Wednesday. So yeah. I'll probably play this again soon. I do love the game. And until then, thanks for watching. And I'll be back at 8 tomorrow, as I always am. Doesn't look like there's anyone I can raid right now, so I'm just gonna call it. So you take care and have a lovely evening, 'cause you're lovely people. Peace.